Hey everyone, this is Tommy from the Goalie Crease Network, and today we're looking at the Total Hockey exclusive, the Christian 880 Foam Core Goalie Stick. Now this is a really neat stick because it's something that I haven't really used before. I've used some similar sticks in the past, but this one is actually so stiff that it is very unusual. However, it performs extremely well. Now, I don't want to go too much into the technology of the stick, but I want to just point out a couple key features. For example, these two stripes here, and this very traditional look, all these stripes right here, that's not just for decoration. Those are actually carbon fibers in there that add stability and add a lot of durability to us. I've been using the stick for a couple months now, off and on, and I've yet to even have as much as a dent in either the paddle or up here in the shaft. And that's pretty unusual, especially for me. I tend to get a lot of wear right about here. So that's absolutely fantastic. Now you might think that because they've added so many key features to enhance its stability and its durability that it might be heavy. And actually that's not the case at all. This is probably one of the medium sticks that I've actually used. It's definitely not your pro stick where they don't care about durability at all. This isn't also your very cheap stick, that's going to be basically like a tree in your hand and it just feels terrible. This one is extremely well balanced. It has a balance point right at about the H. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it here. There we go. Pretty close. Especially once I get the tape job on here, and I took it off on this end, but it tends to be a very well balanced stick. Now, what I like to really emphasize here is the performance of the stick, and this is where it really surprised me. I'm used to sticks that, tend to be a little bit whippy, and if you've seen any of my personal videos, you know that I like to play the puck pretty often. What really surprised me about this stick is that the added stability to it and the added stiffness, especially to the front, it actually added a lot of whip to the stick. So even though it takes a lot of pressure to get this thing to bend at all, once it bends and you release that puck, it just snaps that puck right down the ice. So that's really incredible. Now the stick comes in two different blade patterns, and this one is the heel curve. And that's something I'm used to for my sticks, albeit probably a little less of a heel curve than this one. But nonetheless, I actually found that because of that added stiffness that's here in the front, all of my passes were very crisp, they were very strong, they went right to their intended targets. So I was very surprised I was able to handle this stick right from the get-go, right on the ice. Didn't, need any breaking in or anything. And in fact, through the couple months that I've been using it, I've yet to have a misplay happen. One of the other great features about this stick that I like to point out is that it's made in Canada. So it's domestic made, it's not made overseas, you're not being overcharged for something that might not be the same quality that you're used to. So is this, your pro stick? Not really. However, you don't really want a pro stick if you're playing, beer league, or even if you're playing high school. You're going to go through a lot of sticks in a season if you do that. So I would definitely recommend getting this stick, especially if you're, your beer leaguer, your college kid, your high school player, your youth player. There's no doubt. That way, pick up a couple of these sticks. It'll probably last you, half to a full season. Like I said before, I haven't even had one chip off the top or on the shaft since I've gotten this stick. So over the course of an entire season, I don't think I'd probably even go through one. Now, like I said, this is a Total Hockey exclusive stick, so you have to go to your local Total Hockey retailer, or you can shop online at TotalHockey.com. So good luck out there. I'll see you out on the ice.